Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Learn with DevOps Engineer. In this video, we are going to talk about automating Docker image building and pushing to Docker Hub with GitHub Actions. Let's start by addressing the problem. In many development environments, the process of building and pushing Docker images is often manual. This can be incredibly time consuming and prone to human error. Additionally, when different team members manually build images, inconsistencies can arise leading to discrepancies in environments. Ultimately, this manual approach can delay deployments, impacting overall productivity. So, what's the solution? By leveraging GitHub Actions, we can automate the entire process with a CI CD pipeline in place. Every time code is pushed to the repository, GitHub Actions can automatically build the Docker image based on a predefined Docker file. This ensures that every build is consistent across all environments. Furthermore, the process includes automatic authentication to Docker Hub, allowing us to seamlessly push images without any manual intervention. The benefits are substantial. Automating this workflow reduces the time spent on manual tasks, allowing developers to focus more on writing code. It also enhances consistency, ensuring that we have reliable builds every time. Most importantly, it speeds up our deployment cycles, allowing us to deliver updates to users faster than ever before. Thank you for your attention, and let's dive into the demo. First of all, we need to sign into the Docker Hub and create an API token. So for that, I'm going to go to my Docker Hub account. If you don't have an account, please try to create one account. It's like a very easy process. And I'm going to the account settings. And from here, I'm going to generate one API key. So personal access token followed by generate new token. So this is for Flask app. There are like access permissions, as you can see: read only, read write, delete. So I'm going to say read write delete permissions for my use case. So generate and try to copy this token. Now let's go to the GitHub. So here, this is my Flask app. I'll try to put this in the description. You can check out there. I'm going to go to the settings of this repository, followed by I will go to the environments. So in environments, I'm going to create a new environment saying dev environment configure environment. So in this environment, I'm going to create secrets. So add environment secret. So here I'm going to mention Docker username, for example, for our use case. And I'm going to copy the username from here. This is my username that I'm going to use and paste it here. Okay, add this. Followed by add another secret that would be Docker password. Okay, for that, we have to copy this token from here. Copy this token and paste it here. Add secret. Okay, so our Docker password and Docker username are like ready. We've added these as like secrets. Now, so I'm using the existing repository Flask application where we have some Docker file and also some source code that we are going to test. And in the same repository, I'm going to create a new file, Docker image.yaml file. So in this file, we are going to define all the things which we are going to automate. So for that, I'm going to start with name followed by Docker CI image, then on push. This is exactly same steps I'm following here. On push colon branches, that would be main Then jobs colon enter build runs on Ubuntu latest, followed by environment. So environment here, the environment which we created in GitHub. So dev, as if you remember, we created a dev environment, followed by environment. So these will be like variables, like Docker username, followed by Docker secrets dot Docker username, and same goes with password, Docker underscore password, colon dollar symbol, open and close brackets, secrets dot Docker password. Okay, so we are trying to pass these environment variables to our pipeline. Next step is like steps. What steps we want to do? So as usual, we are going to check out the code first. Name colon checkout repository, then followed by uses colon actions slash checkout at v2. These steps are like almost similar as we did in our previous videos, so don't worry about this. So hyphen name, these steps are like common across all the pipelines. Setup Docker build, that is using Docker slash setup hyphen Buildx hyphen action from the marketplace. Then the next step is we are going to log in. So if we have to do some push, we have to log into the Docker Hub. So I'm going to log in using run command. So here we are going to say echo space Docker password and pass it to the next command. That would be Docker login hyphen u double quotes dollar Docker username space hyphen hyphen password hyphen stdin. Then the next step is hyphen name. We want to build the Docker image. So build and push. So I'm going to do that. Push Docker image with SHA tag. So I want to keep unique for every push. I would like to keep a different name. So for that, I'm going to give SHA. So next image tag would be GitHub SHA. So for that, I'm going to give dollar symbol followed by GitHub dot SHA. So this will print the SHA in the end of the image name. Now the next step is Docker build hyphen t username, that would be Docker underscore username slash my Docker app colon dollar symbol and image tag, image underscore tag, close and space dot to build the image. Then Docker push double quotes once again, Docker username, it's the same, followed by my Docker app, my Docker app colon dollar symbol and image tag. Okay, so then the next step is like to log out. After doing everything, log out of that. Name colon space log out from Docker Hub. Enter space use run colon Docker logout. Okay, so there's some error here. I'm going to align this equally. Okay, now we are kind of ready. So as you can see, we wrote a single YAML file with all the details. For example, secrets.username and password. We are trying to pull that, and then we are trying to log into the Docker Hub. Then also trying to build the image using this command. Then Docker push to push that image and logging out. So our pipeline is kind of ready now. Now I am going to say, so now I'm going to save this file. Our file is kind of ready. So let me quickly push that update file, commit, and then I'm going to push. So as soon as we pushed, the build should trigger now. Let me refresh this. Yeah, we can see that the build is like kind of running right now, starting job. So let's see, setup job, checking out repository, then setup builds, then we'll try to log into the Docker. So after that, it will try to build and push the image. Setting up Docker, it's like taking few seconds, I guess. So once this is kind of ready, it will try to log in. Yeah, it successfully logged in, but it is unable to build and push. So there's some bug, I guess. Let's try to fix that real quick. So build and push Docker image with SHA tags. So there's some problem here in this, I guess. Build Docker. Yeah, I can see that. I will remove this and also here, and I will try to save this and try to push it. Update file once again, commit, followed by git push. So this is like simple fix, I would say, not an issue. Now it should work. So let's see. So again, same steps will happen as discussed previously. We'll try to check out repository, set up Docker builds, and it's like same. So log into Docker Hub. Looks like kind of ready. Yeah, it fine. It's working fine. Invalid Docker user image tag. So what's the problem? Yeah, I missed a dollar sign. Sorry about that. Update file once again, and then git commit and git push. So I mean, these small mistakes can happen. This is how, I mean, you learn, I would say. So don't worry about this. So this is how, we learn things. So I'll try to, let's say, do this. Hopefully this should work now. So as soon as this is like done, we should see this Docker image in our Docker Hub. So yeah, let's wait for this to complete. Yeah, this is like done. Building is done, and also pushing with SHA tag. Successful. So successfully we are able to push, I guess. Pushed, yeah, and log out from Docker. Yeah, that's good. So let's quickly go to the Docker Hub. I'll try to refresh. And then, yeah, as you can see on my screen, we were able to successfully push my Docker application and then with a tag. So as you can see, this looks good. Now what we'll do is like we'll try to run this locally. So how should we do that? So I'm going to click on this and see the image layers and stuff. But no, I don't want to. I would like to pull this locally and run it locally. So for that, I'm going to use um, docker pull command from here. So let's quickly copy this docker pull. I will go back to my terminal, and here I'm going to paste this. Right click and paste docker pull with my username and the repository and with the sha tag. So I'm going to do this. So once we have this image locally, we are going to run this image. So looks like we have this image locally. Now I'm going to run this. So for that, I'm going to use this particular command. So as you can see, I was testing out previously, so I'm using the same command. So docker run followed by in detached mode port 5000, and then I'm going to use this username and the docker app with this sha. Okay, I'm going to run enter. So we should be able to see that in the docker desktop 2 seconds ago. As you can see, we were able to run the container locally, and I will try to navigate to this particular port. So for that, I'll open this and http colon localhost port 5000 enter. Hello DevOps world. So as you can see on my screen, we were able to launch this. With this setup, GitHub Actions will automatically build and push your Docker image to Docker Hub every time you push code to the main branch. You can customize this to build different images, different versions, tags, and handle other Docker specific tasks. This approach greatly simplifies the process of keeping your Docker images in sync with your codebase and ensures that the latest changes are always available as a Docker image on Docker Hub. This is a powerful integration for modern DevOps workflow. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe and share for more such DevOps tips. Thank you for watching this. See you in the next video.